Итак, к нам на интервью пришел капитан команды Team Liquid, господин Kuroky. Thank you for coming to us. Let's start from the beginning, from the Dota 2 scene when it wasn't so luxury, when it was more about fun. Do you like it before or right now, and what changed for you?
I like it now, I liked it back then too. The only thing that changed is that everything is bigger, and I think the competitive scene is better because there's so many good teams now. Back then you had 1, 2, 3 teams and the rest. Like now it's just much more competitive and more stressful. Back then it was just a bit more chill.
Yeah, and don't you think that professionals just changed their mind about, being, less friendly about this, things with eternal envy, kick, gunner, and so on, about, thinking about more win, less about friendship?
I mean, definitely, it's just much more competitive. It's all about winning the international. Yeah. This is the main goal for every pro gamer in Dota 2. And back then, the pros were a bit more close with each other, but I think the nature of competition just drives people to seek what's best for them. It's limited time to be pro gamer. People are always, like, what I think people don't know is that pro gamers are very stressed, like really stressed. They know it's limited time, some years, and then you just want to win and be successful. So you make some rush decisions. Oh, we need to change right now because we can't win like this. But you need to be calm and make good decisions, but everyone for himself. So
yeah. What do you think that is the limit for a professional?
I mean, there's two kinds of limits. One is the game itself. Games become old. And then for the human, I'm 26 now. I feel I can play still, but I can tell you the young people, they're very strong mechanics. And the older people, they have more experience and more strategic understanding and understanding about people, how to manage a team. It's really just how good you are. Like some can go older, 30 maybe, and more, and for some it stops.
We have in CSGO Forest, who was like 33, I believe, and he's making great moves, like in the mechanics style. But what about after the game? Like, do you prefer to stay on esports?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I love esports. Since I was 11 or 12, like more than like 10 years ago, I watched StarCraft and Warcraft. I always wanted to be part of this, and it's really great. It's global community, and I hope I can do something useful.
You do prefer to be like an analysis desk, or to be a coach or something else, or manager maybe?
Well, for now, since I'm playing, I just focus on this, and once I really set my mind on stopping, I'll think about my options.
And when is it gonna be? Kinda. Do you have any goal, like the second TI win?
I want to win 3 TIs.
3 TIs?
Yes. I hope I can do it. If I win my third, I will probably quit.
Stop. Yeah.
But I have to get there first.
Well, that's a great goal. What do you think about genres? Like, we got MOBA games so popular back then. Right now we have this whole Fortnite, PUBG, and so on. How do you think it's going to be changed? Like, what next for esports?
I mean, for esports, I think like when the Fortnite came and PUBG, it was like a new genre, right? The Battle Royale.
Yeah.
And then in shooter game we have CS as the top game, and then we have Dota and League of Legends. So either a new genre will spawn, like just a completely new game, or these games like Dota and League or CS might get replaced in like 5 to 10 years. Could be anything. It's just about how creative some game developers, and that's really it, because esports itself is a thing that's just become bigger every year from many years now. So it's really just about how good a game can be.
Yeah, about League and also Overwatch League, you know that there is a franchise system which is totally under control of the Riot or Blizzard. Do you prefer these systems or do you prefer this kind of freedom which gives you Valve?
I think Valve system is the most superior. It's out of question, actually. Like the way Valve does it is that we people are all in charge of nurturing our system.
Yeah.
So it's up to us to make it great or not. The other systems, they're limited, and the developer can say we're tired of this and just drop it too. But here, I think Valve system is the best. I think we're free, like you said, and it's just about us to make it nice for the audience, for us, for the management, for everybody.
What would you improve in the system? Do you see some places so that community could be better?
I mean, in Dota specific, I think it's in a very good state overall. I wouldn't change much, to be honest. Just naturally, it's going to improve on its own, I believe, and that's really it.
Back then, there was only one TI, yes. Right now, we have a lot of majors, and all the years we have some changes in the system. What do you prefer, to have all the year, some commercial tournaments, or this straight system with DPC?
My favorite system was the free majors, the big ones.
What's your favorite?
Yeah, I thought it was great because it was free, huge tournaments, and then you had TI on top of it. And this is the second best system next to it. It's a bit stressful for us because it's so much tournaments, and between the tournaments we have to practice. Yeah. So we just barely have any time for anything. And I think this is the second best system, and the old system, it was okay, but I feel like this one is better overall.
How do you feel about commercial tournaments right now, which is from the one major to the second major? Don't you feel more stressful about it, or for you just vacation kind of?
Like this current system?
No. I mean, there is a commercial tournaments here, Macau, MDL, and so on. Do you like them, for making some training for you, or is making more stress for you?
No, we like them. Usually they're more relaxed tournaments.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why we like to go there. And I think they have their place, and they're enjoyable tournaments, and if we have time and the chance, we usually want to go there.
So how do you keep yourself in the form, with all the stress, with all these flights? Do you have some discipline? Do you have some physical, or maybe dietology or something else?
It's just up to us to understand, okay, we're professionals, so we have to eat good, we have to do some sports and find balance.
What do you prefer? What do you do? Do you have bicycle or maybe football or something else?
I mean, I try to go to gym as much as I can. And I mean, for me, it's important that since I'm captain of my team, to tell them we have to be like this, in order to keep up for the whole year. Because the main problem is the travel. It's the flying, always the fly. It's very unnatural for humans. This thing never existed in human history. But now we go one time zone, next time zone, flying, traveling every time. Everything is strange, new places, never stay at the same place.
New food.
Yeah, new food, and some people, they can't eat this type of food or that type of food. And for us, it's just it's impossible to not get stressed by it. Everybody gets stressed, all the pros, and we just have to try to find some balance. Like I said, sports, whatever, eating right. But at the end of the day, it's something you can't do it for a very long time. No. It's really just.
You have someone who supports you, who you just in the most biggest stressful moments, you just come to him, like your friend or family, and you can just give it.
Personally, no.
No, you just keep it in yourself.
I'm fine.
Oh, so and about do you know Astralis from Cisco?
Yeah.
They are two major champions in a row, and right now they are best. And they have a big team of professionals from real sports who are working about their gym and dietology and so on. More than 6 guys who working with them. Also psychologist who's working for all the day. After the training, every day they speak in on a Skype or I don't know where. In a conference, and also they have their own psychologist for all the players. What do you think? Do you need it or not in a Dota 2? Because I don't really know any team who have a lot of professionals out of the game.
I believe sooner or later it's gonna become this direction. It's just a matter of time how big the infrastructure will become, and Because for now, like Dota's, I mean, Astralis is actually my favorite team in CS:GO. I mean, they're so successful, and I really like them. And in Dota, it's like we're so free people. Like we just make a team together and let's play some Dota. And it's like first generation pro gamers, but sooner or later, when it becomes bigger and bigger, and one team starts doing it like Astralis, I'm sure like some CS teams are thinking like maybe we should do something like this too. And then it's gonna snowball.
Yeah, and now we already.
Yeah, then it's gonna snowball, and then it's like suddenly, oh, it's normal now. If you don't have this, you're not a real pro team.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of time.
So, and for you personally, would you prefer to have someone like this? Like
I think it could be really good overall. In Dota, we have some very, very powerful captains in some teams.
Yeah.
And they do all of this. Like they psychologists, and you talk to me, and don't need to like quarrel, like no arguments, let's fix it. So it will lift a lot of responsibilities, and that's why we have a few captains in the West who are always in powerful teams, because they're really good at managing people.
Who's the second for you?
I mean, for me, like we have Puppy and Secret, we have No Tail from OG, and Sep. They're very powerful captains. Then we have Fly and EG. We have PPD in the America too.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to like forget anyone, but you can see that there's a consistent number of people who are playing for a long time, but they're always successful. And they have very good social skills and managing people and building teams, and everyone has their own strength. And that's one of the reasons. And a system like this would help develop actually more strong teams and lift some responsibilities too.
I cannot ask you about last major and about majors before. So you just, wasn't so successful. So what is your response to it? Because most of our like analytics and people who is watching are talking about your switch of coach, and then you got some problems. I believe this is not an issue. What do you think about it?
I mean, it's not related to the coach. I mean, it's like a very simple conclusion to make.
Yeah, classic thing.
If it makes people happy, sure. But for our problem, it's just we're an old team. That's like the main problem. Sometimes you either like make a change and get some fresh blood, or you try to fix your problems. It's like being in a relationship, and it takes time. It can take a long time sometimes. We're like in a stage where we're like, we want to play together, we like each other, and we just have to go through some struggle, and that's really it. I hope we can make it work. I'm confident.
Well, you already made some changes about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting better for us slowly, and like I said, the main struggle is simply that since we're an old team, and a lot of teams, they respect us, they just counter everything we do, because we're an obvious team for them. We're not new players with new style. Sometimes new players come to the scene, like Miracle came back then, he joined OG, he was a very powerful player, nobody knew how to do. With Nisha and Secret, new carry, they have their own strength. After some time you study them, all professional teams, they study you, they're like, this is what they do, and they start to play against you. Everyone knows Liquid. We've been on top for a very long time.
Yeah.
They know what we do, they know our hero pools. And so if you want to change something, it's going to take a long time. And it's just a struggle. So we have two choices. We work hard and go through down, or we make changes. And I make my own decisions about it, so time will tell.
So you're going to be in a union in this team, I mean, till the TI, yeah?
Most likely. I mean, who knows what comes. I won't say something absolute, but we're trying hard to become better and better every day.
Have you switched something in your training process before this major, or just anything is the same?
No, this time I made some big changes before we started practicing for the major. But I'm not going to reveal what exactly.
For sure.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So we're going to see some new things from the Liquid on the playoff.
I mean, the changes, what I'm talking about is like I changed my methods, how I approach our practice. And for now it looks fruitful, like it's looking better. And I need to like weigh the results. If it's hard to draw conclusions. It's not A to B to C. Sometimes there's a lot of factors coming together. And so I just need more time.
I think this interview was really great about understanding of all of the things about Dota 2 and last words for your fans, because you have a lot of in Russia, you know it.
Well, thank you very much. Спасибо. And I hope you like our games, and we'll try to become good and make you guys proud again.
Так, у нас был капитан команды Team Liquid KuroKy. Спасибо ему большое за то, что он пришел к нам и рассказал нам о системе, о своем подходе к игре. Всем пока-пока.